Good afternoon and welcome to this live Q&A session for the Improving Life for Londoners Fund. My name's Sammy Morger and we're broadcasting live today from Crowdfunding HQ in Newquay. And today I'm actually joined by my colleague Bertie, who has all of your questions.
Hello everyone. Well, thank you so much for sending all of these questions in. We will get started with number one. We have, how can I check if I'm eligible for grants?
Okay, so it's really easy to find out if your project is eligible for any of the extra funding, the grant funding that we have on Crowdfunder. All you need to do is head to www.crowdfunder.co.uk/funds, and you can see on there the full list of all of the funding that's available. Specifically for you guys in London, there is the Improving Life for Londoners Fund, which I definitely recommend having a look at. With that fund, you can get up to £10,000 for your project. And there's some other ones like the Barking and Dagenham Fund, the Lewisham Fund and Origin Housing as well. So do check those out.
Great, thank you. Question two, when do I get the money?
So when your project closes successfully, you get the money at the end. So you don't get it kind of in that funding period as you're going. You get it all together in one go at the end. Once your project closes, that money starts processing pretty quickly, almost immediately, but it can take up to 7 days for it to actually arrive in your bank account for you to use.
Okay, thanks. So next question. Do I need to reach my target to get the grant funding? What happens if I don't?
That's a really good question. So for the Improving Life for Londoners Fund, you will need to have selected to put your project onto the all or nothing funding model in order for you to actually be eligible for that fund in the first place. So it's really important that you do that when you're going through that process of setting the project up. Of course, with all or nothing, you do need to hit your target in order to receive the money raised.
Okay, great. Next question, how long is the best amount of time to crowdfund for?
Great, this is one that we actually get asked quite a lot. So generally speaking, the best amount of time to run your crowdfund is 4 to 5 weeks. It gives you enough time to get everything together, build some momentum and reach your target without there being so much time that you start to run out of steam, you run out of new things to say and it all gets a little bit stale. Generally speaking, the two biggest times where you'll get the most pledges will be right at the start and right at the end of your project duration. So if you lengthen out that timeline to something much longer than 4 to 5 weeks, out that bit in the middle where less tends to happen. It's really about that start and that end. So 4 to 5 weeks is what I would go for.
Okay, great. And can you have a look at my project page once it's finished?
Yes, we certainly can. We're more than happy to offer any feedback or advice on your project page as you're going through and creating it. If you'd like any feedback, do just get in touch. Again, it's support@crowdfunder.co.uk and let us know that you're after some advice or some feedback, and we're more than happy for one of my colleagues here to send over some notes for you.
Okay, next up is, what information will I get when my project closes?
Okay, so you'll actually get a really huge amount of information, everything that you need once your project closes. So you'll receive all the data around the financials, how much you've raised, how that's processing, any fees that are going to be incurred as well. You'll also receive a big download of all of your backers' information. It comes in a nice big spreadsheet so you can see exactly everything there in one place. It's really, really easy to use. So you get their name, their email address, how much they pledged, how they pledged, which reward they wanted. And if you specified when you were setting up your rewards that you need their postal address, you'll also receive that information there as well.
Okay, great. And the next one we've had a few of is, how can I claim gift aid?
Okay, great. So you can claim gift aid on certain pledges via Crowdfunder. There's a couple of things you need to do when you're setting up your project to make sure that you can do that. First thing, you need to put your project into the charities category. That's really important. It has to be in the charities category in order for the gift aid option to come up. Once you've done that, when you're going through and adding each individual reward and adding in the details, you just need to select the option that you would like to collect gift aid on that reward. It's per reward, so you need to go through and do it on all of them that you'd like gift aid on. Once you've done that, when people do make the pledge, we actually give them the option to make that gift aid declaration there as they're making the pledge, okay? Then once the project closes and you get all of your backers' information, like what we were just talking about, you will also receive their gift aid declarations there, so you can then go and make the claim yourselves. So we don't claim the gift aid for you, but we give you everything that you need to go on and make that claim.
Okay, great. And we have one last question from Hayley. Is Crowdfunder able to report web statistics during our campaign period? i.e., where is the most traffic coming from?
Yeah, absolutely. So once your project is live, you'll see that you have access to a live dashboard, and that updates every day with fresh statistics and data. It has on there, exactly as you've asked, Hayley, where your traffic is coming from, where your pledges are coming from. And actually it breaks it up in terms of value of pledges as well as just the actual quantity. It shows you all sorts of things like your conversion rate, how many views you're getting, which rewards are earning you the most money. There's loads of really useful data on there, so you can have access to all that.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for all of your questions. I hope that was helpful. Thanks for joining us for this live Q&A session. If you do have any further questions, please reach us at support@crowdfunder.co.uk. And in the meantime, we will very much look forward to seeing your projects go live. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Take care and goodbye.
Thanks. Bye.